Ha! Suck it, loser. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
A Way Out is a brand new game that's just come out for PS4, and it's the story of Leo and Vincent, two criminals who meet in prison, and they find out that they are both in prison because of the actions of the same individual called Harvey. So they plot to break out of prison and go on a quest for revenge against Harvey. When I first heard about this game, it was at last year's E3, and I thought it looked really interesting because it's an entirely cooperative game. You have to play this game with a friend, either online or with another controller plugged into the PS4, and it's all presented in split screen. You're playing on one side of the screen and your friend is playing on the other side of the screen, and you've got to work together to get past certain areas, and you essentially are playing through the entire game together entirely in split screen. So I was very interested in playing this game, and after playing this game with my friend the other day, I gotta say, it was a good game, it was decent, but I didn't think it lived up to its full potential for me. What I liked about the game is that cooperative element. That is the thing that completely makes this game. The fact that you're playing it with one of your friends in split screen, and you're going about it, and you're just going through all the areas together, and you're trying to solve various puzzle elements. And the split screen nature of the game, I thought was going to be quite distracting to play through the entire game in split screen, but it actually really wasn't distracting at all. It's quite cool actually, because sometimes one part of the screen, one player will be in like a cutscene, and the other player on the other side of the screen will still be playing, so the cutscene can be going on one side of the screen, and the other side of the screen, the other player can be like walking around, and you can see them walking behind you in the cutscene. I just really liked how that overlaps that kind of stuff sometimes. I really did enjoy the cooperative split screen format of this game, and I do want to see more games with this format in the future. But as far as this game goes as a launching pad for new split screen cooperative games, I do think it could have had a bigger impact. Once I started to get into it, and once I started to get used to the split screen element of it, I started looking at the story and looking at the characters, and I just think they could have been better. It took me quite a while to really latch on to the two lead characters in this game, Leo and Vincent. It was about halfway into the game where there's like a scene or two where the game starts displaying a bit of heart, and I was like, okay, I like these guys are pretty cool. I liked the characters and I liked playing their journey alongside my friend, but I still wasn't like super attached to them emotionally, which kind of sucks actually, because the last few cutscenes of this game, I'm not going to spoil anything about this game, nothing about the ending or anything, so you're completely safe, but the last couple of cutscenes, they try and make it this big, like, powerful ending, and they put this really powerful musical score behind it, and because I wasn't super attached to the characters, to me it kind of felt like it was trying way too hard to be this really emotionally powerful ending. It was a good ending, and I was a little bit affected by it. I wasn't sat there just being an emotionless, bland person going, this is not affecting me whatsoever. I was affected by it a little bit, I just wasn't floored by it emotionally. Speaking of the ending of this game, and again no spoilers, but I really liked the ending of this game. It went in a direction that I didn't expect, and it's kind of a boss fight, and it's one of the more unique boss fights that I've seen in a game recently. Going back to those puzzle sequences, the puzzle solving in this game is really like one of you distracts like a prison guard while the other one goes to get like a wrench or a chisel or something, and those puzzle sequences where you have to work together to tackle whatever you have to tackle, I don't think were that hard, like, at all. And I feel the same way about the game overall. I didn't really think it was that hard of a game. There were a couple of times where one of us died, so we had to sit back and go, okay, how do we figure this one out? But we figured it out pretty quickly, and then we just carried on with the game. My favourite part of this game are these random mini-games that they just throw into these certain areas. Like, you'll be walking around like a house or something, and you'll find like a piano, and you can start playing the piano, and like this little mini-game will start where you have to like press the button. Like, it's like that game from Bully where you're in the music class, and you have to press the button as it goes through the little thing. And little mini games like that I loved. By the way, that part in the house, you can play the piano and the banjo. Do it. Like, both of you play the instruments. You get a little cool cutscene and a trophy. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, it's these little mini games like playing the piano and the banjo, or playing Connect 4 in the hospital, or playing darts, or playing baseball in the trailer park. I really enjoyed playing those mini games with my friend. We were just like, oh my god, baseball? Duh, let's do it. Oh my god, Connect 4? Let's do that. These mini games had zero effect on the story of the characters or the progression of the game, but I enjoyed the living hell out of these mini games. In the end, I did enjoy my playthrough of A Way Out. I loved the cooperative split screen nature of the game, and I ended this game saying I do want to see more games like this in the future. future. But judging this game as its own game, I do think the story and the narrative could have been stronger, and I thought that it could have been a little bit more challenging at times. I would recommend buying this game though, because it's not a full price game. In the UK it costs £25 for this game brand new, not your typical like £55 or £60 game. If this was a £55 to £60 game, I'd be really mad, and I'd be like, do not buy this game, avoid it at all costs. But since it costs like less than half price of a full game, I'd say pick it up and check it out, even though it's not like an amazing groundbreaking game or anything like that. I'm going to give A Way Out a 3 out of 5. So have you played A Way Out, and what did you think about it? Did you like the cooperative nature of it? Do you want to see more games like this in the future? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below, and if you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.